everybody, welcome back to the AFC West Ham career mode, and we are playing Liverpool, who find themselves in 9th. We're second, 2 wins from 2, in what I thought would be a very tough start to the season. We've actually beaten Newcastle and Man United, and we've got Liverpool today, and we have deadline day. So without further ado, let's go and play Liverpool. I'm trying to think, is there anything to update you on? Potentially there is something to update you on. Transfers. We signed Yildirim in the last episode. Michael Forbes has gone. We have bought in a youngster as well. We bought in, let's go and show you the squad quickly. We bought in the Brazilian right midfielder. We ended up bringing him in and immediately have listed him for loan, Moura. Fabiano Moura has joined and is immediately listed for loan. So hopefully he goes and finds a loan club where he can ply his trade and get ready for a bit of first team football. We've taken some interesting choices as well. Albanozo we've put on. He's been approached by Werder Bremen and AZ Alkmaar for football on loan as well, so he might be leaving. And Pontes as well I've listed for loan because I want to see if clubs, what sort of level of club is interested in him, because I think he is going to be quite good and he's not going to get a lot of first team football with us, so we'll see how it goes. There still seems to be a bit of a bug with contracts as well, like absolutely nobody is interested in, well obviously Moura won't, you've just signed him, but nobody is interested in discussing contracts, even though they're not unhappy or happy with them. If you find someone that is unhappy with their contract, which was Potts for example, I want to talk to him and it says no. So yeah, computer says no. I'm not too sure what to do there. But anyway, let's go and play Liverpool and then we'll be back to finish off the transfer window. Here we go then. These two teams have already faced off once this season already, with Liverpool victorious in the Community Shield. Last season, this was the Premier League champions versus and the FA Cup winners, hence why they played in the Community Shield. And Liverpool absolutely annihilated West Ham 5-0. And then we won the second leg in the return. It looks like Alisson is back in goal for Liverpool in this game, but we'll go through the lineups shortly. So with the pleasantries underway, the anthem of Never Walk Alone is done and dusted. We are ready for kick-off here as all the players are on the pitch. I didn't know where I was going with that sentence. But yeah, we are about very, very close to getting underway here, and we're going to be starting by going through the lineups. Liverpool first, the home team under Arne Slot in their 4-2-3-1 formation. It is Alisson that starts in goal in the Liverpool red. Konate and Marquinhos start at the back. No Virgil van Dijk. McAllister starts in central midfield and Isak is out front with Florian Wirtz in behind him. West Ham line up in what is quickly becoming their strongest formation. 4-4-1-1 with Hermansen in goal, probably player of the season last season. Simakan and Medina at the back. Hackney and Gomez in the middle with Felix in behind Joshua Zirkzee. NDI and Jared Bowen, I don't know why I said his name like that, Jared Bowen are on the wings. And it's Liverpool that get the game underway with Alexander Isak laying it back to Florian Wirtz. The Anfield faithful will be hoping for a good win, I imagine here. They would still fancy themselves as favourites against West Ham, although that's some good defensive work there from João Felix, who has settled in nicely to his new club in London. Obviously played for Chelsea before, so not completely new to the area. As a long-range effort from Isak is easy for Hermansen there. But yeah, João Felix played in London before for Chelsea and will know the area relatively well, even though it's a completely different side of London. You'd like to think he would have kept some friends, kept in touch with some players that used to play here, and will settle in nicely. And here is João Felix on the ball, and it was a good run from Zirkzee. Couldn't quite find him through there as Isak comes forward with the ball. Good covering from the funky cold Medina. I wonder how many of you knew I'd say that at some point in this save, but Medina's done very nice at the back, and a good tackle on Alexander Isak. Here is João Felix, just leaves that one short for Hackney as Gakpo takes over. Here's Gravenberch. Frimpong back into the right hand side over Connor Bradley. Good ball through, looking for Florian Wirtz. He's put it in. I thought Hermansen saved it, but Florian Wirtz has scored for Liverpool. 1-0 inside 10 minutes. His first goal of the season. Isak laid it through. It was Medina that just got pulled out of position. Simakan tried to get back at him, and it's a good shot across the keeper. Wirtz fires it into that top corner. A really, really good finish, to be fair. And Hermansen, he did get a hand to it. He pushed it into the top corner, couldn't tip it over. Hayden Hackney into Gomez. Gomez just holds the ball up well. Back to Wan-Bissaka, out to Jared Bowen, who's picked up a bit of space. Hackney goes back to Bowen as well in A good area here, puts it into the box. Xerxes with a header. Couldn't quite get it on target. Canate just put him off balance, but a good move from West Ham. Hackney finds Angel Gomez. Angel Gomez just had to turn back there under a lot of pressure from the Liverpool midfield. João Felix takes over. João Felix comes forward. Lovely control there from Felix into Xerxes. Oh, uses his strength. I say, surely got to be a free kick. Gravenberch literally just pushed me from behind, and Jared Bowen is over the wall. Free kicks are the same, more power. Yeah, it'll be Jared Bowen. So let's see how this goes. Jared Bowen, good effort, not enough power on it, easy for Alisson really, but a comfortable save for the Liverpool goalkeeper. I'm still not sure how to take free kicks in this game, at least that one was on target. Frimpong has pushed on from right back here and Medina's come out to meet him. Mo Salah swings in a cross and Wan-Bissaka's there. It was good defending from Wan-Bissaka to head that one away. And Jared Bowen comes forward, just shows a little bit too much of it to Lewis Skelly. I missed that at left back. Wow, that must be a reasonably big money signing from Arsenal. Coming in there's, who did they normally? Kirkes? No, he moved in the first season. I can't remember who they played there. Oh, Robertson, wasn't it? They played there before. But yeah, it's Miles Lewis Skelly now. Iliman Ndiaye has picked up a good little pocket of space here and not too much pressure on him. Xerxes made a good run, but experienced Marquinhos is not going to get beaten by that one. Really good interception from the veteran Brazilian as Frimpong comes forward again from right back, and he's done really well to find Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo tries a little ball roll to get round his man, turns into Wan-Bissaka, and Jared Bowen then can find João Felix, and João Felix comes forward with the ball after Xerxes. Xerxes then finds Jared Bowen. Jared Bowen cuts back looking for Xerxes, but couldn't get the ball through. Isak will lay that one off. Here is Alexis McAllister. Cody Gakpo does well to hold it up, but again just gives it away to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who then gives it away to Alexis McAllister. And Alexander Isak is going to use his pace to try and get round Simakan's shot. Could save Hermansen, and Diouf got a very crucial header to that one. Xerxes finds Hackney, and a good counter-attack on here for West Ham. Jared Bowen just has to turn back, looks up towards Angel Gomez. NDI flicks it around the corner, but Frimpong can intercept, and yeah, we're just losing a bit of pace on the ball in the rain, but Jared Bowen's done well to intercept that one. Win that one back. Jared Bowen. Hackney into João Felix. Xerxes tries to get it through, but it's all a bit too congested as we get through the centre of the pitch. We're going to have to use a bit more width, I think. Jared Bowen is trying to offer that width. Obviously, he's left-footed on this right-hand side, which is a little bit annoying. He has won a corner off Lewis Skelly. Half an hour gone. 1-0 Liverpool. Let's see if we can swing this one into a dangerous area. It's high and loopy. It should be easy for Alisson. It is. Hackney into João Felix. Xerxes there. Holds it up well. Looks out wide to Jared Bowen. Playing some nice stuff, West Ham. Just need the end product to go with it. And there's not much support for Hayden Hackney there. Wan-Bissaka back to Hayden Hackney. And it goes to Xerxes. Just holds it up, waiting for some movement. Angel Gomez is there and offering some sort of support. Diouf on the overlap, not tracked by Mo Salah. Swings it into the box. João Felix with a header. What a save from Alisson. What a save from the goalkeeper for Liverpool. Jared Bowen on the corner, swings it in towards Diouf. Header. Oh, Alisson came flapping. Didn't get there. Hayden Hackney on the edge. João Felix. Oh, Alisson, what a save again. Wan-Bissaka into Jared Bowen, who's picking up lots more space in this end of the first half here, and we are into the final few minutes, and the referee I think has given a penalty. It was a cross from Jared Bowen. Marquinhos, the captain, has come to block it. This one will definitely go to VAR. We'll see what they say. So Jared Bowen is in a crossing position. I think Marquinhos thinks he's going to cut back onto his left foot. So Jared Bowen runs in. Marquinhos, I mean, I don't want to cancel every single penalty. That is not down. He leans into it. He leans into that to block it. He leans it. That's a penalty. That's a penalty all day. I don't think that would be overturned by VAR. That one is a penalty. And VAR says it's a pen. So right on the half-time mark. Iliman Ndiaye fires it down the middle. Alisson dives out of the way. 1-1 here at Anfield. A controversial handball decision against captain Marquinhos in this one. But Iliman Ndiaye gets his third goal in his third game this season. Yeah, nice and comfortable penalty from the left winger. Just down the middle of the goal. Absolutely no worries. Allison dives to his right, and it's one of the easiest penalties you'll ever see scored in your life. Half time then, 1-1, and it's another VAR decision between these two teams. There's been plenty of them in the last few games. Early season VAR controversies always litter the Premier League. No changes at half time for West Ham, none for Liverpool, and the rain is still coming down at Anfield as these two teams get the second half underway. Jarrod Bowen's cross is what gave the penalty that Angel Gomez could be in here. Tried to get a shot off, really good block. Yes, Jarrod Bowen's cross right at the end of the first half hit Marquinhos' hand as he went to block the cross, and VAR was confident to agree with the on-field decision of the referee. Penalty was given and NDI put it away. Hayden Hackney get there. It doesn't quite get there. But yeah, Liverpool probably feel a little bit frustrated, but neither team has created that much more than the opposition at the moment. As Simakan with a good foot in there to win the ball back. As West Ham look to come forward with Iliman Ndiaye, the goal scorer. There's Joshua Zirkzee. Zirkzee just holds it up, looks out wide to João Felix, pokes that one round the corner to Angel Gomez, tries to get the cut across. Konate blocks that one out with his body, and it is a corner as Van Dijk is coming off the pitch early on in the second half, or coming onto the pitch off the subs bench early on in the second half. Who is he replacing? It's Alexis McAllister. What an interesting decision from Arne Slot that is. Centre back on, their more advanced midfielder off. That is very strange from Arne Slot as Jarrod Bowen's on the ball here. João Felix going to try and bend one from range. Oh, João Felix. What an effort that is. Allison saw it late, I think. Misjudged the flight of it. A really good save. João Felix is really enjoying his time playing for West Ham at the moment. In it goes towards Diouf at the near post. Lewis Skelly with the header. Marquinhos clears. Interesting to note that Van Dijk hasn't taken the armband back off Marquinhos. It has remained with the veteran Brazilian at the moment, Simakan. That's a great ball to find João Felix. Hayden Hackney's got Jarrod Bowen out wide. Jarrod Bowen back heel, well read by Virgil van Dijk. And it does look like Van Dijk is sitting in that midfield role at the moment. You'd think that maybe Marquinhos would have moved in there, but it is Van Dijk coming forward. Finds Isak, lays it off to Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo's got pace and a bit of space to get into. Tries to feed it into Isak. He does. 2-1 Liverpool. How did that ball get through? But Alexander Isak makes it 2-1 to the home team. Cody Gakpo here. How has he got this pass through that gap? Oh, it's just really well judged. Simakan took one step too many. And it's a great finish again. Keeper's not going to save that. 2-1 Liverpool. Angel Gomez does well. He's avoided the challenge really well into João Felix. Marquinhos with a really good tackle. And still Van Dijk plays in that central midfield role, not dropping back into centre-back. Arne Slot's obviously seen and tried something at training which has been working. As you can see, Van Dijk pressing forward. Oh, Cody Gakpo's easily got past Wan-Bissaka there. And the Dutchman's doing well on that side. And he's still going. He's still going, Cody Gakpo. Lays that one back to Verts. Isak flicks it up and there's a good block on it there. Hermansen can dive on the ball and claim it. So Lewis Skelly is replaced by Andrew Robertson, the Arsenal signing from Arsenal. Has come on. Oh, that's a really good interception from Zirkzee. Really well read from the big striker. Now can West Ham take advantage of that? Gomez comes forward. No, they can't. Van Dijk intercepts it well. Isak turns absolutely brilliantly. Simakan dives in. Surely this is another chance for Alexander Isak. We don't have the pace to get there. He got his shot off. It's not a penalty. Good save from Hermansen. The nail is twisted. That's the wrong thing. The screw's twisted again. Great header from Marquinhos. 3-1 Liverpool. The captain gets his goal. And you've got to say that Van Dijk substitution has been inspirational. It seems to have completely changed the game in Liverpool's favour. What a corner in from Verts. And Marquinhos rises highest. Really good header. I think he even gets it over someone that's on the line as well. He beats Medina and Diouf in the air. Really good header. I mean, there's not much reaction from Hayden Hackney on the line, is there? So substitutions for West Ham. Attacking change in midfield as Fernandes comes on to replace Hayden Hackney. Scarles on to replace Diouf at left back. And this game has massively swung in the favour of the home team. Maybe that penalty decision riled them up a bit as Aaron Wan-Bissaka gets very lucky there. I wasn't really paying attention, but we did get lucky. Gomez, that's a nice pass to flick it through to Fernandes, fresh off the bench. Jarrod Bowen swings in across towards Zirkzee, heads it down into a dangerous area, couldn't get the shot off, or couldn't get the header on target, so tried to play in a teammate. And yeah, we need a bit of inspiration here. Zirkzee fall through. João Felix, he's offside. He's offside. That looked like it was going to be so close. He tried to hold his run. Yeah, he's easily offside, but we are getting through. I mean, Allison has made some outstanding saves in this game. Xerxes wins the ball high up again, but gives it away. It's not where I wanted the pass to go, but we'll see how this plays out for Liverpool because, well, Mo Salah's let that one go and there was no one behind him, so not too sure what he was doing there. Gomez. João Felix. Oh, NDI got clipped by Frimpong off the ball. That's why he lost his footing, so that's what I'm assuming has happened. João Felix wins it back again. He's had a really good game, João Felix. I do enjoy him in this team. Wan-Bissaka. Waiting for options. Finds Jarrod Bowen. Puts that one through to Felix. Gets it back to Jarrod Bowen, who's got a new opponent now in Robertson to deal with. Flicks that one to the edge of the area. Fernandez is robbed very well by Florian Wirtz. Oh, Jarrod Bowen's robbed Van Dijk in that midfield role that he's not too used to. Flicked through. Konate, lovely touch from the centre-back to bring that one down. And yeah, Liverpool they're losing the ball a fair amount more than you would expect, but they're not looking uncomfortable with how the game state is at the moment. Bowen can't quite get that ball through, and Van Dijk gets a good block on it. Oh, Isak's put in Mo Salah. This has surely got to be a goal for Liverpool. So Mo Salah's gone wide with the ball, which is odd, and Simakan with a really good challenge, to be fair, to get back. Angel Gomez looks for the crossfield pass out to Jarrod Bowen, picks him out wonderfully. Jarrod Bowen inside. Oh, Mateus Fernandez is not that good. He's not had the impact I would have wanted. He's won the ball back well there. Simakan up to Jarrod Bowen. Can he get... No, Marquinhos covers well. And 5 or less than 5 minutes to go. You've got to say this is Liverpool's win in the bag. They've closed the game down well. They've done a good job and we just haven't been able to deal with their killer instinct up front with Isak and the great header from Marquinhos, to be fair, as Robertson is still with the ball. He's won it back off Wan-Bissaka somehow there as well. Oh, Medina's just... Someone put their foot through it, please. There we go. Up it goes towards Xerxes, but Marquinhos has given it away. Thank you. Fernandez back to Xerxes. Good touch from the big man to get the ball into his path. He is very good with his feet. Xerxes swings it in. Felix flicks it on. Potentially could have gone for goal there with Felix, but didn't think it was going to be a good effort. Jarrod Bowen. Oh, Van Dijk in midfield is an absolute beast. Why has Arne Slot not done that in real life? Great challenge from the funky gold Medina. Xerxes gets his head up. Find João Felix. Good footwork from the Portuguese attacking midfielder. The ball does bobble through to Jarrod Bowen. This is going to be basically the last attack of the game. Oh, I didn't mean for the ball to go there, but it's 3-1 Liverpool. The home team get a very much needed win and West Ham have their first loss of the season. That's a really annoying result, that is. That's a really annoying result. Gomez has got a advanced playmaker role, which is good. We need that. We need him to improve there, which is lovely. Yeah, next up is deadline day. I'm annoyed by that role, by that result, because I feel like we can beat Liverpool. I feel like we're in a position to do it. We're scouting these two. This guy looks crap, so I think we can stop scouting him. Christian Duran, 71 to 82, we'll keep him on there, have a looking at. We're just looking at youngsters to bring in as the next generation for West Ham. But yeah, we'll be back if there's any transfer news to go through. And there is. This is Albonarzo, our attacking midfielder, going out on loan. He's decided to go to Werder Bremen, so hopefully he'll come back in a year's time improved and ready to impress for West Ham. I think that's a good move for the youngster to go out there. And it is now deadline day, so we'll go through this and see what happens, as Albonarzo did pick Werder Bremen, which is fine. There is going to be some deals. I'm definitely looking at a central midfielder and a striker of some description, so we'll see how we go on. But we're going to pop up and have a look, see what's happening every so often and see what bargains we could potentially get. So we have an offer from Brentford for Gomez here, which is a loan move. I'm not against that for a year. Yeah, you can have him on loan for a year. I've got an idea there. I've got an idea. Watch this space. I've got another offer from Gomez on loan, a 2-year loan to Wolves. I'm going to delegate that and we're just going to say it's a one year loan. I don't want him to be away from the club for more than a year. So it looks like Gomez is leaving on loan, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. 8 hours to go in the transfer window. We've got rumours of Rudiger going from Real Madrid to Liverpool. Done deals. Robertson has moved to Burgo Calcio for 31.5. That's a pretty pretty big deal, to be honest. Top deals, Lukeba has moved from Leipzig to Sporting for 71 million. Porro has moved from Spurs to Crystal Palace for 58, and Mora has moved from Porto to Arsenal, 53 million for the 19-year-old. Arsenal spending that Lewis Skelly money. Okay, and we have confirmed a new loan signing at the club from Manchester City. Oscar Bob is joining. With Gomez going out on loan, we're going to bring in Oscar Bob to cover both wings in Gomez's absence. He brings a lot more pace than Jared Bowen on the right-hand side. Not as good quality, but much more pace. And he's going to be similar to Gomez on the left. Not his favourite position, but he can play out there and do a good job. So Oscar Bob joins from Man City. He will not be wearing the number 9 shirt. I will change that. But a 12-month loan, Oscar Bob is in. Oh, and another one I'm keen to go and get more first-team football is Pontes. If he can drop down to the Championship and absolutely smash it down there for a year, that would be absolutely brilliant. We can do all of these and stay within the regulations for Champions League and stuff. I've checked all that. I've checked those rules. But yeah, with 7 hours to go, looks like loan moves are the way forward at the moment. We still need a striker, a quick striker, although Bob could probably play up there and give us an option. And Gomez has left the club. Has he picked Brentford or Wolves, though? That is the question. He has picked Brentford, so he's wanted to go and play for Keith Andrews, Brentford, for a year there. He should get a bit of football, actually, on the left wing at Brentford. That could be a very good move for him. So, happy with that. We've got 2 offers at the club, Mora and Pontes. So, we've done the Pontes one. That was Leicester. Again, I'm happy for you to go out, but it just be a 1-year loan. You can go to New York, enjoy time in America, rip it up in the MLS, I imagine he would there. So we'll go with that one. There has been some deals as well around the world. So we'll quickly look at those here. You can see we've loaned in Gomez, or loaned out Gomez, loaned in Bob. Rudiger has moved to Liverpool for 45.2 million for the 33-year-old. And that is a pretty big deal. Nathan Ake is being rumoured to Everton. I could probably see that happening in real life in a year's or so time. So interesting. Absolute moves happening, and 6 hours to go. With just 3 hours left of deadline day, we have bought in another loan. It's another Manchester-based player. Mason Mount has come on a year loan from Man United. He is in, the all-round central midfielder. We're just lacking something in there, and I think that he can be pretty good. He's pretty versatile as well, so for a year-long loan, it's good. And I think if it works out like Joshua Zirkzee did, we're going to be absolutely laughing. And it is confirmed then 12 months for Mason Mount. And just to clarify, he played 2 appearances last season for Man United, both in the Carabao Cup. Hasn't played 1 game for them this season. Oscar Bob didn't play any games last season, hasn't played any games for Man City this season. So I think both of those are quite generally realistic. And I think this is Pontes or Mora leaving the club. It is Pontes. He has gone to Leicester City for 12 months on loan. More than happy with that one. He should really do well in the Championship. And yeah, it's fine. We've bought in cover already. We have got an offer for Iliman Ndiaye, who I really don't want to sell. 63.8. Oh my God, that's a ludicrously good offer. But he has... Did we sign him in the summer? When did we sign Iliman Ndiaye? I swear it was this summer. Was it this summer we bought him in, or was it in the January? It might have been in the January then, but I would normally be all over that, especially because they think we can get it up to 88 million. But I'm going to, in the name of realism, I'm going to reject it. He's our starting left winger. He's not been at the club very long, so we are going to reject that one. 2 hours to go, by the way. Honestly, the only striking option I'm thinking of is Noah Okafor, but I'm not too sure. That would take our spending to be absolutely massive. We've still got Makar as well, but that's just not realistic to do right now. Okafor's there. I do sort of need a right back, but I think we can cover that with Simakan if Wan-Bissaka gets injured. Yeah, I tried to make an offer for Mickelson. He turned me down when I offered him 10 grand a week. He said no, so that's a little bit annoying. Do I make a bid for Noah Okafor? He is basically the exact sort of striker we need. But he is Leeds' starting striker, so therefore they would not sell him cheap. And we've spent a lot of money this window. I know we've recouped a lot as well, but yeah, I think that's probably our business done, unless we get another offer in of something mega in the next couple of hours. Okay, so Fabian Mora isn't going to New York City. He's turned them down on loan. Duran is updated in terms of scouting, but we're not going to find out what his actual rating is by the time we get there. Ahmed Makar would be superb, but I'm not spending 34.5 million on him. Yeah, we've got... There are some decent players in this young group that we've been scouting, but I mean, his potential is 83 to 89. He's 34.5 million. Mickelson's potential is 80 to 86, and he's 4.3 million. So I think that goes to show just how good Makar is going to be. I mean, he comes in with 92 pace at the age of like 16, so he's going to be absolutely class. I mean, this guy doesn't look dreadful. He's not got the best potential. He's got a lot of pace, and he's got game changer technician. What's it called? Play style. But yeah, so like latest deals that have been done, nothing much of note, nothing really big. The same top 3 deals are still there as well. So with an hour to go, I think we're going to call it there in terms of what business we're doing. So we've brought in Oscar Bob and Mason Mount on loan, which again, realistically is quite, I think, realistic in terms of deadline day loan moves. I do think that is very common for loan moves to happen. We do, as always, get offers as the transfer window shuts, which is very irritating when that happens. But we will look at this one as well to go with a 1-year loan from there as well for Mora. 2 unread emails then. So, Mora loan move rejected. He also rejected Philadelphia Union. Fair enough. And the deadline to submit transfer-related paperwork to the league has now passed. The total transfer spend was 877 million. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. So it leaves our squad until January looking like this then. Goalkeeper options, Zielinski, Woodman and Hermansen. Scarles and Diouf at left back. Medina, Simakan, Tadibo, Brown and Yildirim as centre-backs options. So 3 good starting centre-backs and 2 youngsters that will fill in from time to time. Wan-Bissaka at right back with Simakan filling in when he needs to. Hackney, Potts. Who else have we got in centre mid? Mason Mount, Gomez, Fernandez can play there as well. All fighting out for central midfield, which is pretty good. Left midfield, we've got Ndiaye and will be Louis Guilherme, now being his backup on the left-hand side. On the right of midfield, we've got Jared Bowen and Oscar Bob, who will be fighting out there. We've got Mora in reserve as well. He'll be here until January, so that's not too bad. And then up front, Piatek and Xerxes didn't manage to bring in another striker. And striker is actually a position in the academy. If we just go and have a quick look, we have literally no one that can come through. Left wing is what we've got in terms of Woodhouse. So we could potentially try him up there if he continues his development well. But yeah, we've got a lot of defensive players. We've got a really good goalkeeper in Sassy that when he's 16 will get called up as well. Lemon is looking like he could be pretty useful as a full-back. He can play left and right back, which is very helpful. Michaels is there. Lin is looking pretty good from Singapore. Shotaro Lin has a very Japanese sounding name, so I imagine he'll have some heritage there. But long throw, trickster, technical and finesse shot. He's 5'3", he's only 14, but I think that kid is going to be something very, very special. And it's good to have a strange nationality like Singaporean who are crap at football coming through to give us an option in there as well, which is pretty damn good. Now, looking at the transfer history of that window, let's have a look to see what the biggest move is. Nuno Mendes, 166.7. Rafinha moved to Inter Milan for 144.4. Gvardiol, Foden we knew about. Diaby we knew about. Balde we knew about. Davies we knew about. Tchouaméni has moved to Arsenal for 82.7 million to replace Zubimendi. Rafael Leao has moved to Barcelona. Marcus Thuram moved to Newcastle. We know all about that move. Lewis Hall has moved to Real Madrid. Antonio Nusa has gone to Monaco. Arejo's gone to Leipzig. It's an interesting move for him. Atletico Madrid spending lots of cash there on a goalkeeper and a left back. Julian Timbers left. We know Van der Ven left. So yeah, some interesting moves have certainly taken place in this universe in the summer transfer window there. Just having a click here. I thought that said Dusan Vlahovic going on loan to Leganes. I would have been all over that if that was a chance. But yeah, moves that happen on deadline day of note. We're just going to look for big names here on deadline day. What happened above the ones we already know about? Not very much. Ryan Sessegnon moved to RC Lens in France. Antonio Rudiger to Liverpool. Andrew Robertson to Burgo Calcio. Pedro Porro to Crystal Palace. Pontes to Leicester. Palestri went to Leganes for 13 million as well. Anyone else? Mason Mount to us. Mora to Arsenal. Mienguez to Chelsea. That's quite a big deal. Oscar Mienguez to Chelsea is quite a big deal. And, yeah, not too much more. Luke Bell we knew about. And then as we get through the list, not too much more. Lots happened on deadline day, isn't it? Gomez moved to Brentford. Andre Gomez moved to Valencia from Benfica. Hector Fort moved to Mainz. Lasse Flo, a half-decent youngster in the game, from what I understand. Fofana moved to Inter Milan as well. Fatu moved to Bologna from Leicester. That's why Pontes, that's good for us. That means Pontes will get much more starting places in that team as well. As Luca Digne moved to Girona for £14 million. Anyone else? We're getting into the earlier stages. Connor Bradley moved for 48.1 million to Strasbourg. Wow. That's why Frimpong was playing. Okay, interesting. We got Oscar Bob in on loan. Jared Bishop went on a free, whoever he is. Anyone else? Rafael Barbosa, not Gabriel Barbosa. Yeah, there's been a lot of moves. Nathan Ake did get his move to Everton, 37.8 million. That one went through. Ben White, 44 million to Bayer Leverkusen. That was done the day before deadline day. So, yeah, lots of moves happening in the Premier League. Lots of money being thrown around. And, I need to update my squad in the spreadsheet. But that's where we stand at the moment. Let me know your thoughts about the business. What do you feel about it? How do you feel it's gone? Are you happy with it? We obviously got that loss to Liverpool as well, which is a little bit annoying. Oh, and we got our Europa League fixtures drawn as well. So, yes, we're going to have to start really rotating the squad. We have got PSV as our first game in the Europa League. Heading into October, we then take on Celtic, which will be awesome. FC Nantes are in there as well. We got Real Betis, and then we got Waregem. And then we move into play at Benfica in December. And then January, we end it with Qarabag and Olympique Lyonnais. So some tough games in that Europa League for us. There's some tough games in the league phase of the Europa League. It's really going to hit how we rotate the squad. So expect to see a lot more game time for a lot of different players. And we've been drawn against Newcastle away in the Carabao Cup, which is a really tough fixture for the first round of the Carabao Cup. That is a little bit irritating. So in the next episode, which will be September, we will be playing Spurs at home. We'll do that one on camera. I'll play Newcastle off camera, and then we'll do Aston Villa on camera. And then in the next episode after that, we'll do PSV and Everton so that we can do our first European debut of the save on camera, which will be absolutely awesome. We could look to reintroduce simming games and try and get through a month an episode. Let me know your thoughts down below on that. I'm not against it. It just makes it harder to hit our requirements in terms of board objectives, but it might make it a bit more fun as well to get through the months a little bit quicker. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers.